Have you ever wondered why your child is more interested in stacking cups or pretending to make tea than learning letters from a flashcard? Here's the thing, what looks like just play to us is actually your child's brain at work. Today, we are going to talk about play based learning and why it is not only natural but absolutely essential. Hi, I'm Yuki, a psychologist and a child development expert. Over the past few years, I've worked with parents, teachers, and educators across India, urban, rural, and everything in between. And one thing I hear often is my child just wants to play all day. Should I be worried that they're not learning? And the short answer is no, not at all. In fact, if they are playing, they're learning in the most powerful way possible. I'm sure you're curious to know more about this play based learning, right? Alright, let's understand what is play based learning. Play based learning is an approach where children explore, create, imagine, and solve problems through play. Of course, not through any kind of rigid instructions. And it's backed by research. According to the Story Changes 2024 report on early education trends, children under 6 they learn best in environments where they feel emotionally safe, physically active, and socially connected. Whenever I get an opportunity to interact with the parents, the most common question and statement that I get to hear is play is just a break from learning. Real learning actually starts when the children starts reading and writing. And when are you going to provide homework for the children because they're not learning anything? So, dear listeners, let me break the myth here itself. Play is the learning because children, whenever they play, they are learning a lot of things, and the foundation for reading, writing, math, and emotional intelligence are laid down through play, especially between the age of 2 to 6. Dear parents, do you know why we prioritize academic growth over holistic growth? Especially in India, where early education is still often confused with academic preparation. Many parents unintentionally rush their child into rote memorization, believing it will build their intelligence. But science says the opposite. And according to neuroscience, connections in the brain are strongest when the learning is joyful, multisensory, and child led. Alright, let's understand this concept with an example. Let's imagine you have a 3-year-old child at home building a pillow house. To us, it might look silly or chaotic, but in that moment, the child is planning and sequencing, which is helping the cognitive development. The child is balancing and moving. Of course, it is helping the physical development of the child. And then the child is talking aloud and narrating the story, which is helping the language development of the child. The child is thinking, how do I keep the roof from falling? How do I put the door? This is helping the child to build problem solving ability. Not only this, when the child thinks it's okay if it falls down, I'll try again. This thought process itself is regulating emotions, and all of this is brain development through play. If you take just one thing away from today's episode, let it be this: play is not a pause from real learning. It is the most real kind of learning your child can do. You don't need expensive toys or a Pinterest perfect setup. You just need time to observe your child, the patience to follow their lead, and the faith to know they are learning even if it doesn't look academic. Whether they're playing in kitchen, doctor doctor, or just rolling in the grass, they're building the foundation for life. If this episode made you rethink how you view your child's play, please share it with a fellow parent or teacher. Follow Mindfully Yours for more real conversation on early brain development, Indian parenting, and psychology made simple. And I'd love to hear from you. What's one thing your child loves to play, and what do you think they're learning from it? Please do let me know. Until next time, I'm your K reminding you brains grow best in loving and playful hands.